Hello everyone, this is Greyshot once again bringing another COH2 a replay. This is a 4v4 replay, and I got some good news for you. It's part of the update. Now if I can just find the commander that, someone possibly changed. There we go. So yeah, this has been changed for the, I would say mostly for the better. American doc. Oh really? You don't pick the new doctrine? Oh my god. And you have Ostrupen. Oh, okay. So this has also been changed. So now they can build concrete bunkers. So part of this, again, it's the same commanders, but they just changed abilities and units. So that way, again, some units have been altered, some units have been changed, boosted, you name it. Such as the American Doctrine. Again, I'll be going this further in the how-to series. Let's see if this comes out Saturday, then like Monday expected. But yeah, essentially it changes the complete upgrade structure of the Americans. For example, all the buildings are automatically built, but you have to normally unlock them, and then you have to further unlock them to get some of the better units. So I kind of find that interesting. That way, I guess you could technically rush armor if you really want to, but I don't know. I still haven't seen that as a real viable option, but hey, maybe. But in any case, so let's get to it, shall we? This is a 4v4. We have 2 Soviet, an American, and British versus 2 Vermont and 2 OKW. If you want to submit your own replay, do see it on my YouTube channel, Gmo, or Facebook. Again, with the new update, I had a refresh and replay, so absolutely send those in. That would be awesome, especially if you're a newer player. Send it in. I may criticize you, but hey, it's out of love. And yeah, nothing else, absolutely. In any case, let's double check. Let's go over Bach, Wind, Zeiss, Diva, Devleon, Chimbo, Kari, and Fantasque. I probably butchered a lot of names. That's also something you can expect from these replays. But no, oh boy. We'll have to see how things go. I want to say, and I want to thank Divaya for submitting this replay. So thank you very much, Divaya. Let's double check everyone's rank real quick before this game gets too far in. So it looks like a newer team, mostly versus another newer team, except they have a really good player and a really bad, well, okay, not bad, just newer player with very, very low experience. But hey, that doesn't mean the player sucks. The player could be an experienced strategy gamer and is just like, oh, Company of Heroes 2 is free, let me try it, and now is one of the pro players of Company of Heroes 2. The chances of that, highly unlikely, but I like to dream. I dream big. Any case, we look over here, and we can see that Divaya? Sure, anyway. Pushing up with that Ostrupen push, and I'm so curious. Can you build a concrete bunker for me? That'd be great. I mean, that would be really freaking cool. Ostrupen are, again, I'm trying to pull this up. Again, you can see here, while on cover, they're better. Similar to, like, British. They're really meant for defensive play, in my opinion, or, like, ambush, because they're not that great comparatively. They have 6-man squads, but their attack power compared to normal Grenadiers is lower. Though, again, they still have an MG42. But that being said, the issue with that is also they don't have rifle grenades. So as you can see here, they have Panzerfaust, but they don't have rifle grenades. Also, the other thing that people kind of forget with these guys is the fact that, well, they also cost 200 manpower. So they will, I mean, yes, they're cheaper, but they're not too cheap comparatively. You still have to watch out. Anyway, Volk Squad going in for the flank, throwing an incendiary grenade. The reason I bring up their 200 manpower is like I've seen a lot of games, previous games, where people just like, oh, I can just sacrifice them. No, you still want them to be alive. They still are a unit you don't want to die. Kubel trying to capture North, realizing I may have pushed too much, and retreat. So we got Wind going Jaeger, so again, Elephant and long range. We got Bob going Fortifications. See it every game, it seems like. Again, defensive community doctrine, which, again, they've slightly altered with the defensive fortifications in the new bunker system, which I'm so curious to see. Rifleman pushing up, upgrade with bars. Very nice. Probably get a unit and own. Yeah, there we go. Oh, my God, poor Ostrupen. You're going to be annihilated. Yeah, oh, my God, the bar is just killing everything. Why would you? Oh, okay, they threw an incendiary grenade. All right, that makes sense. Wow, that was a really good Molotov right over the fence, hitting the Ostrupen. But let's see. Do the American players have any of the new doctrines? I'm trying to see here if they do. Unfortunately, I'm not great with faces, so I'm looking through here, and like most of them, it's like, no, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. Tax support they changed. And yet, yeah, it doesn't look like too much. Although they did buff a lot of these units, such as the Valentine, the Sexton. They did give it some nice buffs. Because they saw, I think it was underperforming from what they were saying. Oh, Sniper trying to hold the line. But, yeah, you want to retreat that unit. It's not. Oh, wow, it's in cover, so it's actually doing decently well. But, yeah, you want to retreat it. It's a single man with a lot of health. You're going to pull it back. Now, maybe walking back is not the best. I mean, sure, they have a echelon squad, but it'll still do a decent amount of damage. Wind, pull it back. Pull it back, Wind. And a Sniper just died by a point-blank echelon squad. Yeah, I think we all know why that was the case. Anyway, so we got on the far right, we got more Austroopen. We got a scout car being deployed. The OKW one, by the way, there was an OKW. Hold on. I don't think this guy has it. He doesn't. But it's, oh, wait, my apologies. I think he, hold on. No, he doesn't. Damn it. But anyway, you can deploy a scout car as elite armored. I'm like, really? You get a scout car? Why would you get that? You literally, with this scout car, can drop it anywhere for just a small upgrade, and you get more resources. So it literally overcomes the OKW's problem of, hey, we need more fuel and munitions comparatively to, like, again, because we can't put down caches. It literally is like a support truck. And if you combine it with everything else, holy crap, you can get a lot of resources real quick. Good minefield, by the way. Again, dropped by, oh my god, just dropped to prevent infantry from coming in, and oh boy, it seems to have worked out pretty damn well as a deterrent versus infantry. It doesn't seem like they're getting the idea that there's a minefield right there, judging by the amount of Americans dead. Puma's now in mid. Kind of curious he got a Puma. I'm not saying Puma sucks, but it's not what I would necessarily get to counter infantry. Pumas are really meant for armor counter, and really, like, again, for like hits, for like helping strike allied armor, kind of help encirclement and stuff like that. Not necessarily for, yeah, especially you have to watch out for rifle grenades because it will be pinned. I don't know, that's a bit weird. Scout cars being deployed. Allies gonna need to start countering. They have a lot of MGs which will start hurting its armor, especially the Vickers machine gun, which has a bit more armor piercing bite to it. Nice job pushing up here. More mine. Okay, it's blowing up the mines. The echelon squad are trying to get rid of them. They're like, okay, screw this. Too many mines. Too many goddamn mines. Anyway, Volk squads got pushed back. On the far left, looks like the bridge players just fortified this area. Yeah, I mean, we have him over here. He's trying. He has a lot of Volk squads getting a half track. I mean, he's going to try to counter. The question is how effective he's going to be, and I'm just unsure about that. Support guns opening fire, managing to hit this target. Actually getting quite a number of good hits in. There we go. I see a potential in here. Again, if they can break it, that would be pretty damn effective to kind of push on through. Do we have concrete bunkers? No, we have dead scout car. God damn it. Can you build a concrete bunker? I really want to see how it looks. Oh, scout car just smashes into the wall. Oh, sorry, Kubel smashed into the wall. Austroopen trying to hold the line. And again, in cover, they are, like, I'm not discounting Austroopen, but I'm just saying that the negatives and bonuses. Though, as you can see, they're doing a damn fine job at holding the line, and that's exactly what they're meant to do. Though, they're going to have to move because of the satchel. Good job retreating. Nice job, save the MG. Austroopen moving back into that cover. Pack gun on standby. Puma moving on in, but again, not really much of a, I mean, it'll hurt infantry fine, but yeah, if you probably want an infantry counter, a Luke's would be way better overall. At least way more effective, in my opinion. So what do we got over here? We got more Austroopen and stuff like that on holding the line. We got an AT gun pushing them back. Getting some nice pop shots, but again, not doing as much damage. Volk squad's coming in. A bit of a blob. Americans, I'm sorry, well, yeah, Americans, Soviet. I'm not seeing a lot of MGs, just frontline infantry, which is something that the Volk squads have to deal with. Again, American riflemen, especially equipped with bars, can counter Volk squads at longer ranges. The problem is, Volks do way better close range with the SCG-44s. The other thing that also have to point out real quick is the fact that this unit, right here, that's currently burning to a crisp, went PTRS rifles. And while they are good against armor, it's not exactly great against infantry. Although, to be fair, if I was shot with an anti-tank round, I feel like I would die. But I guess, you know, Company of Heroes 2 players, specifically the infantry, are just like, we can soak these. But you get a flamethrower and they just melt. Which, again, just goes with the theory that we are actually watching a World War II miniatures game, and these are all dolls. Just point that out. Like, if we actually zoom out, it's like a toy. It's like literally a children's mind of a Toy Story with a bunch of kids playing World War II action figures. Just point that out. It's a conspiracy theory that I will push. Anyway, conscripts moving on in. Holy fuck. Dev, you have a lot of conscripts. You have a lot. Do you have a heavy mortar? No, of course. That's 6 guys. Heavy mortar. We have, I think, 5? So, yeah, I'm surprised you haven't gotten the heavy mortar and other stuff. I get why you're going conscripts. You want the PPS ages. You really, honestly do. AT grenade going out. Say goodbye to the scout car. Good kill. Conscripts will probably hold the line. MG, again, with supporting them, probably will hold pretty damn well. Mortar covering and trying to counter, though. Nice job with Grenadiers. Kind of just stay right out of range. We have another sniper over here on the far left. Right now, Wind is probably their weakest player, and you can tell that the allies are breaking them in mid. Support gun fire is slowly breaking up the defenses over here, and I think enough artillery fire will open this front up, which is kind of sorely needed, because the few units guarding this are holding back the entirety of Zis's army, which is terrifying because that allows the allies to literally go full force everywhere else. And as you can tell, that's putting a lot of pressure and actually allowing the allies to grab the fuel on the far right, grab the fuel in mid. Again, I will worry the fact that this position probably won't last another few minutes, but if they can't, as long as they can keep this unit, this side just protected with a handful of units, they're relatively fine. This could be as bad. I mean, by the way, I will say this. Oh well, nice kill on the sport gun. I've been watching the World War II, which is World War II week by week. It's a great series on YouTube. Just started right now. They just entered the Finnish war, the Finnish Soviet War, and it's amazing to see how fucking stupid the Soviets were. But that being said, they were arrogant assholes during the time. They thought, oh, we could easily defeat them. Yeah, those purges and did a lot more, because when you see Finland and you're like, hey, you know what? We'll do the same thing we did to the Japanese in Mongolia, and it's like Mongolia open plains. Finland, snowy, like, clustered forests. How the hell are we going to break that? Anyway, speaking of breaking, a nice job with the Beaufort doing direct fire to push them back. Again, smoke kind of stopped it, but hey, managed to do it. But unfortunately now, you could have a lot of British infantry move on in and start countering this stuff. They have a half-track to counter it, and the sport guns are opening fire, so they have good defense. Did manage to break that up, but like I said, only lasted a few minutes. That being said, Allied reinforcements managed to push the Allies back. Again, the American player, not a lot of frontline infantry. The Soviet player, not a lot of frontline infantry. So, overall, this guy is doing way better defensively and just slowly pushing back, which is actually more of a British tactic, honestly, especially with the British infantry. Nice bundle grenade from the... okay, a little delayed there with the incendiary, but nice bundle grenade. Helps blow it up. Let's see. So this went Luftwaffe, so fortifications and some better infantry. Defensive doctrine, so yeah, defense. Also, yeah, they made the Stoogie better, supposedly. Although, to be fair, similar to Armor Company, no matter how many times people tell me it's been buffed, I don't believe it. So we shall see. MG opening fire on the British infantry retreating. Good play on that. Sniper maybe pick a guy off as well. Half-track opening fire. Doesn't get a kill. Definitely hurts him a little bit. Looks like we have artillery coming down in the sector over here, I'll say. Okay, it was probably just trying to hit a random target. Looks like we got some recon over mid to identify the German targets. Germans are going to need to provide some AA coverage to shoot them down. We do have an OKW player, and they both went... Wait, this guy went with mechanized and medical. This guy went with just medical. He hasn't yet to go with the what's it called? Yeah, with the Panzer headquarters. I'm assuming what he's trying to do, he's trying to save it and then push it up further to kind of guard the point. I feel like that's kind of a waste. Right now you have 244 fuel. It's about 120 for the mechanized building. So if you deploy that, you're only, again, you're at least closer to getting armor. And it'll provide you some defense, make sure you hold on to those points so you get armor sooner. We have a Beaufort going in mid. This guy loves his Beauforts. So far I think this is, what, the third one? Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Half-track being deployed, AT gun, though, also covering actually multiple AT guns. So they're ready for some armor. But unfortunately, the Axis have just gotten back that right side. So they, unfortunately, have been really kind of iffy on the fuel for majority of this game. They're not too far, actually. They're not doing that bad, in all honesty. As you can see, the Allies are definitely having issues, and we can see here. Wait, why are... Oh, okay, yeah, okay, this is why. I'm like, why are they losing? Shouldn't they be winning? It's because they haven't captured this point. That's really the honest reason. So, good job on the Germans for capturing Allied territory and making up the fuel issue, or fuel difference, at least for the time. And now they're ahead. Now they're ahead. So, actually, good job. Very good job. Germans pushing in mid. Mine, though, hitting the guy on the way out and actually killing a lot of men. Oh, my God. T-70, though, rolling on in. Kind of about to... Oh, well, never mind. He just retreats. I was going to say walking into a bunch of Panzerfaust, but I guess Germans are like, fuck this and run. Anyway, Panzer IV on standby. Multiple conscripts kind of grouping up. I feel like you should upgrade them with the PPSHs because, oh my God, they're so good. But that's just me. But, oh my God, they're so good. But, you know, that's just an opinion. But it's the right opinion. Speaking of gravelly voices, holy crap. Just saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I have no idea if that's interest to my audience. Again, I do movie reviews. That should be up as just a random video soon. But oh my God, is it good? It is so freaking good. It is it's easily the best. Yeah, I can say without doubt it's the best Sony animation picture they've ever done. I want to say because I think it would be probably their better ones are Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and Hotel Transylvania, which I like the first one, some parts. This movie does what that movie really didn't do, which was be a little more serious. I know you say Greyshot, it's a cartoon, but you can trust me, guys. Trust me. You can have, again, I think Pixar shows you can have a more like emotionally resonating animated movie, and Hotel Transylvania was like it had moments, but I'm like, okay. The animation, though, was really good in it. Just like the Spider-Man movie. So, you know, good for them for nailing it. Stuka coming down. Not really getting a ton of good hits. I think they may have weakened the Stuka a bit. Because I'm not seeing it do as much damage as it used to. And, wow, you got 2. Although, to be fair, this guy's 9 kills on. So, fuck me, right? I guess I'm wrong in that regard. Anyway, penal troops moving on in. Oswin might be able to slow it down. But I think a good, you know, PTR strike, if he focus fire, should be enough to kill it. Good job with the satchel. Though, again, you could have killed the Osman right there, but you failed to. Panzer IV moving in to kind of counter. Okay, you're trying to chase it down. Good, but the flamethrower is probably going to... Nope, it's not. If you flamethrower that, it'll stop it. It will stop it. Oh, Pathfinding's going to kill it, isn't it? Yep, because it's slowed down. They are able to catch up. Although I think this penal troop might die. Stuka opening fire, hitting mid again. Oh my God! Why would you group up like that? That was a really fucking stupid mistake. Our Vet won with 12 kills, and you just got deployed. That was a good hit. Axis, as we can tell, getting a lot more armor. They're also deploying heavily on the far left side. Oh boy. Yeah, the Allies are going to need to focus more attention on this point. Just going to drive away forces in mid, which is a key area that they needed to hold. Unfortunately, though, the Allies are not out of the woods yet. They are bringing up AT weapons, but the Germans have a ton of armor moving in. I've also been getting a lot of reports that the Allies are overpowered now, but my stance is give it a little bit of time, more than a day for the meta to kind of, because again, people still need to get used to the American faction and a few other things. Give it a little bit of time, and then once people have like not made up their minds, but kind of gotten used to like the different units and what they're good at, what they're bad at, what's been changed. Great job retreating the Stuke, by the way. Then you can make a decision like, yeah, this is overpowered, this is not. Unless it's so ridiculous, like the Terminator situation, which was like a situation where a unit was buffed and it became so overpowered that every single game, literally, you had freaking Terminators, aka partisans with PPSHs, just rolling over even like Ostrupen. It's like, not Ostrupen, Obosodaten. It's like, what the fuck is going on? But anyway, a good push. We got Fallschirmjägers trying to counteract the infantry with the half-track support. Looks like the C-70 bit it. And, no, not Panzerfaust. Did you have a cannon warfare? Oh, you did. Okay, nice. Conscript standby. You probably need to heal. You finally got shock troops. And you got a ton of manpower. So I'm expecting something big to come around the corner. or very, very annoying. We got American forces pushing on in. Unfortunately, not able to do all that much. Panzerwerfer being made. Ostrupen holding the line on the far right, although probably needed a few more forces over here. You are bringing up an MG. You're not really paying attention. Oh, good retreat. Barely making it out of there alive. MG being set up. MG 42. And that will suppress the infantry pretty quickly and should allow them to hold on to this point, especially if they just deploy, oh yeah, a couple units over there. If they decap it, or just get it right back. Let's see. Meanwhile, we got Katusha up there, kind of on standby. Again, we have some infantry and support equipment all on standby as well. Not a lot of allied armor that I'm seeing. We have, again, a lot of Stukas. Let's see. Winsby has a Panzerwerfer. A lot of artillery. Panzerwerfer. Oh, a flak emplacement. Nice. Kind of guarding your flank. Very nicely done. Again, always guard your flank. Half-track did bite it, but I think it was from the AT gun, which has been decrewed. So, very good. Oh, we got Rangers leading the way, coming over. And, oh my god, here come the British. The British are back, and they are pissed. Yeah, there goes the AT gun, so the Allies just got that sucker back. And possibly expect that Volk squad to die. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, it's so fucking screwed. How are you not dead? How are you not dead? How are you not de-deaded? Okay, you de-deaded him, but yeah, you pushed way too freaking far. And you got overwhelmed. Yeah, don't push by yourself with one unit into enemy territory. Not a great idea. So yeah, the Allies are currently down. I think they have a Katusha, Jackson. Oh, they still have a T-70, or they get a new T-70? I think they just got a new T-70. What am I dealing with right now? Alright. Fun fact. T-70 good for recon units. But when the enemy has Panzer IVs, you may want to get an Su-85. Maybe that's me. I mean, it's... because right now all your stuff is really focusing on anti-infantry. You really need something to verse armor. Anyway, yeah, he's absolutely trying to put his... he's trying to be a dick and put his Panzer headquarters as far up as possible, which, again, is a strategy to cover and clear, hold on to a point. Panzer headquarters are notoriously hard to deal with, especially in an area where the Germans are pretty well situated. It's not just by itself. So, yeah, I absolutely see what he's doing. He'd probably be way better if he just put it down, because then, oh, I don't know, he could literally get a King Tiger at this rate with the amount of fuel he has. But, you know, that's just me. Anyway, we got British infantry on the right. Fallschmaker's pushing back up, but we got some guys in cover trying to hold the line. Alright, trying to move on in. Why would you oorah? He just stood there and, like, just pumped his fist, like, oorah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hold on, let me get to the other Soviet player. Do I think he has a conscript squad? Yes, he does. Let's read what oorah does. A battle cry shouted in unison motivates conscripts to move faster. Do you see improved combat effectiveness? No, because it doesn't improve combat effectiveness. Essentially, he just told them to run nowhere. And they're like, cool. Well, oorah to that, sir. Oorah to that. Anyway, Volk squad's still coming in. There's a lot of dead support equipment. Those Stukas are doing a lot of work. Holy crap. Half-track moving on in to push them back. Gotten 14 kills. 4 of them probably planes. But still at least holding the line pretty damn well. Good job suppressing, kind of moving in. Allies retook the far left fuel. So at least they're not hemorrhaging fuel. The British player will probably need to stay there, which means that they probably have to focus back in mid. With the remaining Allied players to kind of just stand a chance. They also probably need to capture this point, which is also surprising. They haven't even gone for it. Anytime I'm on that side, I'm like instantly have to guard that point. So it kind of curious on that. Katusha opening fire, pushing back the infantry in this sector. Very nice job. Oh my god, so much artillery. So little time. Did plane crash? Oh, plane just crashed. And a Panzerwerfer just fired. And didn't really hit anything. Well, I mean, now I really can't say anything positive about that. It's kind of just like, oh, well, I mean, it could be worse, I guess. Anyway, so let's get to this, shall we? All right. So we got over on the far left the Soviet. It's weird how the British and Soviet play over here. Now they have too many people on the far left. I know they're really trying, but they're right now 3 guys in mid, only 2 guys defending. I mean, sure, the Allies can maybe hold, but I haven't really seen their combat effectiveness be that grand. And they keep trying to press in this region. Nice job with the Jackson, though. Will manage to push back the Panzer IV. So they got that going for him. Ostrupen just holding the line. Very nice. Doing what he can. Again, Panzer Grenadiers opening fire. Plenty of AT to, push back the Jackson. Nice job using the box cover and getting out of there. Really smart, micro play on that. Volk squad's moving on in, trying to counteract some stuff and realizing, oh, there's too many units they need to pull back. Same thing with the Furkanwerfer. Artillery is coming down, though, on this point. I think it's sector artillery, right? Oh, I was right. Sector artillery. Ha! And it will, as we can read here, barrage enemies in selected and adjacent territories. So, it'll just cause some havoc against, enemy forces. Why are you backing up the Katusha? You trying to, taunt them? Anyway, nice job with the British artillery as well to kind of destroy the Pak-43. Knock that sucker out and not have to worry about it. Because, again, that could be a real annoyance to armor. Panzerwerfer kind of coming in, getting a decent hit. I'll say more than decent. That was a pretty good hit. Managed to push him back. Why would you... Oh, wait. My apologies. I was like, why would you drop that Stuka... But I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. That's actually a good hit. Because I'm thinking of, you could have hit the half-track and they kind of knock out AE capabilities. So I'm like, you know what? You decap the point and you hurt some infantry. Not terrible. It could be a little better, but it's not terrible. Oh, never mind. Good job. You killed the half-track that was shooting down your planes. So now you should have air supremacy. Or... now you also have Zeering artillery being deployed because we have fortifications. So expect everything here to disappear. So if you have any emotional attachment to any of these units, say your piece because they're about to go to heaven. Or hell, depending on how many war crimes they've committed. The Soviets are there? Probably a lot. Good grenade pushing back the blob. Yeah. Managing the... Oh my god. I'm just watching these guys just burn. Oh my god. Those shock troops were like... They couldn't get out of there. They just couldn't get out of the smoke. But yeah, also, in case anyone's, again, kind of forgets... The Germans definitely, take the cake for doing the worst stuff. But the Soviets really tried to come in for a close second of just the terrible shit they did during the war. A great example, and this is the one that literally caused a large amount of friction between the Allies to put up with the Soviets, was uncovering, I think, was it 20,000 Polish officers in unmarked graves in the forest? Because when the Germans were retreating, they accidentally stumbled upon it and they made a big deal. Hey, look, the Soviets are mass murderers, and the Allies had to cover it up a little bit. And tried to divert attention as make it propaganda so that again they can be buddy with the Allies fighting together. Yep. But yeah, that's just one of the many things they did. Another one was, hey, we have a whole Soviet army outside of Warsaw. We can help those Polish resistance fighters. Nah, let's let them kill each other. Just again, what kind helping people they were. I mean, to be fair, though, they lost, was it up to 25% of certain regions of their population? So they paid in blood for it. But, I mean, yeah, they were, at least the leaders of the Soviet Union were pretty terrible people. But if you want a movie that kind of highlights that, watch The Death of Stalin that came out this year. Really good film. Goes into a lot of the douchebags in the Soviet Union. Oh my god. Yeah, can we stop with this whole, let's charge in a single armored vehicle and hope to turn the tide kind of idea? Because it's just not working. Good job at least killing it. At least the artillery will come in and that way you'll die. Surovic strike also coming in to help push back the infantry, which I think you may have called that in to fight the armor, but it's not going to do anything versus armor. So there's that. Ostrupen still trying to hold that. Panzer Grenadiers, MGs. This guy is a full assortment. And Pak-43 is also in mid. So that's going to hurt the Allies quite a bit. We strike over here. We can see... Wow, this guy's still... Oh my god. Did he finally put the Panzer Grenadiers down? He did. And it kind of reinforced his point. Okay, not too shabby. Did you have mechanized and everything? All right, so now he could probably just save up for a king. I'm sorry. He absolutely could save up for a king right now. Wait, no. Damn it. I don't think he has a pop cap for it. I think king's 26 pop cap, if I recall correctly. So he may not have enough. He may have to just weaken one of his units real quick to get that king up. Anyway, they're being pushed back. Panzer IV with the Puma, which has gotten 7 kills. Wow. Okay. Good job, Puma. A lot of AT guns, but I think the artillery's about to remove some of them from play. Yep, there goes one. Very nice. Stukall's opening fire. They're like, hey, guys, just hit the allies in mid. He moves slightly out of the way and still gets hit. Panzer IV trying to move in, but the AT gun's like, no, I'm still alive. Has to pull back a little bit. Panther actually just barely clicking together. Holy mackerel. Stukall, I'm assuming, coming down here. Misses it by that much. Oh, well. Recon going out. Again, I'll have to give credit where credit is due. Good job, Wind, for at least doing constant recon to help your allies out. And also, you actually have a decent army now. So, I mean, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, Diva is just, hopefully that's right, doing pretty damn well. Oh, also, Spider-Verse. Holy crap. They literally were like, you know what? Let's make Diva just a spider person. And I'm like, this is so not gonna work. And literally I'm like, actually I take it back. I was like, you know what, a lot of these characters are not gonna work, and they pulled it off well. When Spider Ham and literally animate Penny Parker with a telepathic spider is like a believable character in the universe, it's like, bravo to your writing. Just bravo to your writing. Could have probably been a little better. Oh, and Nicolas Cage is an LA Noir type Spider-Man that punches Nazis. So I approve. I approve. Anyway, Rifleman pushing on in with bars. Again, this guy has a whole lot of support equipment. Not a lot of... Oh, never mind. I was going to say his squads are all on standby. I thought it was still healing. Not entirely sure what the Allies' game plan is. I feel like they should move some of these units and help them mid, because, dear lord, they need to. This guy keeps treating his blob. Unfortunately, though, for the for the Allies, he doesn't have really that far to retreat to before they just come back in full force. More Zinger artillery. I'm assuming, recon. So actually, we have this weird thing called coordination. Also, Volstringer's coming in from behind, try to kill the Katusha. Not a bad idea. Also, you still haven't taken the point, allies. What are you doing? Anyway, good job, Fallschirmjägers. Even under suppression, you managed to at least decrew that. Can you actually kill this unit? I don't think you will, because I think the MG will suppress you. Yeah, you'll be suppressed. We have a Pershing, though, on the field. That could be a big issue for the Axis. Yeah, sure. A Panther can hold it off, but... And they have more than enough armor, especially the Pak-43, to hold off. But I'm curious. Still very curious to see how things go. Anyway, we have a Sexton on standby. Ready to open fire. Very nice. Opening fire. Hitting this region. Pershing versing Panther, and actually the Katusha is alive, so good for the Allies managing to get that back up. Although the Blob is back in town, and this might be the end for the Pershing. Does it have support? No, but at least this time they realize, hey, guys, maybe we should retreat. Pershing, you one-shot this, and I swear... Oh no, Katusha comes in and just wrecks him! Oh my god, that's the kind of strike I need. And that's why you don't blob, folks. That's why you don't freaking blob. I see it all the time. Ah, so close. That Pershing really needs to get a good shot, you know, and hopefully not die. Not die would be the, you know, a very good part. Meanwhile, the British are managed to push up and looks like do a lot of damage to this guy, who's still yet to go, you know, a major tank. I know he's got a half track, but like seriously, like also. You can call an airborne assault to kind of hold back the infantry. That's something you can do. It looks like the Allies are kind of more focusing on left. They do have a lot of artillery now, but I'm kind of... Oh, and they have a Centaur too to shoot down planes. Looks like they fixed the Centaur and made it a little better. Oh my god, those poor medics. Oh, those poor medics. But, yeah, Allies kind of need to regroup and kind of retake this point. I know it's difficult with the Pack 43 guarding, but you're gonna have to do it. Anyway, Stuka opening fire. Where it hits. Oh, shoot, it's going up the gut. Hey, I managed to kill an infantry unit. Oh, nice. Double priest opening fire. We got more pumas being made. Interesting. So, Bach is like, you know what? I'm just gonna literally probably charge a bunch of pumas and probably kill that stuff, which, if my brother was here, he would approve. Because, well, he tried to do that. Unfortunately, he fails at it. So, but he has the idea of doing that, the counter. But anyway, again, Axis doing a good job. They're holding a majority of the points. They're right now fuel and resources easily outnumber the Allies. They're keeping their casualties to a rather minimum. Yeah, sure, they might lose that Panzer IV as I talk, because of course that would jinx me. Good job with the Pack 43. It looks like that Persson just got screwed. Oh, so close. Oh, but Persson will survive. Yeah, they're going to need just constant artillery to kind of break that stuff up. The Allies aren't out of the woods yet. If they can kind of coordinate together, then they can probably take this area back like this, like Holland Cervic Strike and whatnot over this region. And yeah, constant Katusha fire, artillery, this sucker. And yeah, you could easily take this back. And there, Pack 43 is now knocked out. We do have a push over here by a large blob. Katusha, though, opening fire, but that being said, is now a target. The cannon whiffer is trying to hit it. Great! Oh my god. Oh my god, that satchel, though. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name? Curie Compy RPS. Great satchel. That just really blew up a lot of the Wehrmacht's front line. He has more than enough manpower to make that back, but that's still going to hurt. That will definitely hurt. Sector artillery coming in, just causing havoc everywhere, along with some Panzerwerfer shots and everything. Let's see. Wow, Osttroppen still trying to hold the line, and they seem to be doing a damn good job. MG also trying to assist. Although, let me guess, satchel, and this is why I also love penals, because of the satchels. I mean, how can you not? Wow, the artillery just knocks that sucker out. I'm assuming he got some artillery. No, he has yet to build any artillery. Oh, he lost his pans. Oh my god, win. Remember how I said you were doing well? Yeah, please go back to doing well, because you had an army at one point, and now you don't. So, very disappointed. Allies actually coming back, you know, decently. Yeah, Curie lost Katusha and quite a bit, and overall, some Allied players have more units than others, but overall, the Axis definitely been taking a couple good blows there. It's not a deafening blow, but it's a. People thought this fight would be over soon, but now the Allies are coming back with a 1-2 in the 6th round. They might be able to, you know, turn the tide. They're not. Sorry, I still have Creed on the mind. Also, good movie. I would probably say... No, I would definitely say Spider-Man's a better movie. But, I mean, Creed is still a pretty damn good film. So, highly recommend it if you have not seen it. MG opening fire, kind of suppressing the infantry. Su-85 moving a little too close up for its own good. Pershing, though, opening fire. Getting some nice shots. Managed to knock out the Kannwerfer, which is once again going to knock out Bach's forces by a good majority. Artillery coming down, pushing back the infantry. Again, Allies just slowly advancing. Constant artillery fire, though, is helping to stop that advance. Su-85 plus Pershing probably will be able to push back that Panzer IV. They have another Pack 43 being made, so Diva is like trying desperately to hold on to this. Hopefully, that's what you're trying to call yourself, Diva. Otherwise, I'm just butchering your name, and you know what? That's totally fine. You know, I've butchered quite a number of people's names, and I feel like one more isn't really going to impact me that much. I think people know what to expect. So right now, also, another thing I do have to point out that the Axis are doing, the Allies don't, is look, hey, look, guys, we have a cache. All right? Or, sorry, the Allies are doing, the Axis aren't. We have a cache over here. Hey, do you have a cache over here, Axis? Do we have a cache over here, Axis? Do you have a cache over here, Axis? Because right now the Allies managed to now overtake you in resources because A, they, you know, got all those points back they really should have gotten. And B, you're starting to point down caches, kind of help up and make up for the resource loss. Or at least Fanta is. Good job, Fanta. Good job. Because, you know, you're helping out your teammates. You're making it a little bit better. And with that, things might be turning, you know, going well. Unfortunately, with the Pershing out of commission, there's nothing stopping Bach's large force from just moving in. They have a centaur coming in, and it looks like the Pershing did get a nice shot. Infantry, though, opening fire. They need... Where are you going with the panzer? I mean, the bazooka. They did smoke. The centaur might be able to kill... Oh, my God. That would be incredible if he killed at least one. All right. Well, you know, and help kill one. Oh, my God. Yeah, those shots are just tearing apart. Misses it barely. T-34-85, though, going in for the kill. T-34-85 accuracy sucks, by the way. It still sucks. So that's something you do have to worry about. That was a damn good shot. Most of the time, I don't know. It has a high likelihood of missing. That charge didn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. I was expecting him to take out the priest and maybe a Katusha, turn the tide, you know, and do the death blow to the allies. But the allies are like, nope. We're just going to cause more damage to you. It's not like they didn't hurt the allies, but, I mean, overall, Axis, once again, losing way more resources in the long term. So we'll see how well they, you know, make up for it. Although some people aren't. Diva's doing pretty well. This, even though he's having a lot of issues holding this front, still not doing too bad, though. Oh, my God, the amount of dead Germans over here. The artillery is really killing them. Yeah, I love how Fonta's like, hey, let me just move over some of the priests. I'll deal with him shortly. And he wasn't kidding. He wasn't kidding. Holy crap, he just forced him back. That being said, Allied forces with Obel Sedan pushing on in. They need some better, well, good shot to Jackson actually killing an infantry squad. I know, amazing, right? They're going to need to hold the line, and they need more infantry to do so, because I don't think... Oh, Rangers will definitely help. The Rangers coming in. So let's see. So yeah, Axis need caches, kind of help with their resource issues, because again, we can see right now the Axis are down. I mean, they don't have a ton of fuel in reserve. So again, if they keep losing armor, it's just not going to help. I mean, some people aren't losing armor, but some people are, and they're losing a lot. Or some people just don't deploy armor. Oh. I mean, I guess we could have one of those games, but you know, I don't know. I keep with the mindset that getting armor helped. Just you know, pointing that out. Just point that out. Anyway, infantry just pushing on in. Hopefully they can push that back. Pack 43 is now back up, and that Pershing is still in range. He needs to pull that sucker back. He's not pulling it back, and it's about to die. This is why you pay attention to your units, folks. If it starts taking damage, maybe pull... Oh my God, the American player just lost so much. Yeah, I mean, he's not too down, but he's not getting a Pershing anytime soon, I'll tell you that. Yeah, losing that Pershing is probably like a domino effect, and that may just kind of knock out this region. We'll see. What I mean is, like, that was a big deterrent for the Axis to kind of push in, because that was like the big thing that the Axis really didn't have a counter for, or at least a counter for in like a mobile sense. Sure, they could RD it to death, or use Pack 43s or something. You know, they could do that, or get an elephant, but I don't think this guy is going to get that. Holy fuck! What is this? Oh, Greyshot, you got all sorts of new players on Company of Heroes 2. It's going to be great. You're going to see all sorts of new strategies. As, you know, people who play this game take a new perspective at it. I literally see just a ton of mortars. Like, why do you have this? Why? Also, Panzerwerfers, this guy's literally turned to the arty guy. I really just want the artillery just to murder him all, please. If there is a god, just the artillery will just knock him out before they can even settle down. Come on, please, let there be a god. Oh, thank you! Artillery strike knocks out both the Katusha and also the mortars. Oh, okay, I'll take it. Stuka coming down, trying to hit the Katusha. Doesn't really hit the Katusha, because again, it's hitting from an angle that's not really suited. Katusha managed to just walk through the bombs. Up north, we have Sudan capturing. Again, smart play, taking away the resources from the allies, kind of pushing them back. Stuka coming down, pushing them back. Right now, the allies are at an issue, or like definitely in a predicament, because of the fact that the Axis keep taking away the allied territory, and they are taking mid. And with mid and right under their control, the victory points are now slowly ticking down, and right now it's getting to a point where it's about 140. So it's gonna really start being like, hey, allies, you really need to start getting back on track. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. Anyway, T-34-85 pushing on in to try counter Puma. Wow, good Panzer for strike. Knocking out more infantry. I mean, to be fair, I mean, you had 4. I guess 3 now. Sure, why not? Don't want to know how the other one died. Probably artillery shot. Panzerfaust, maybe? Possibly? No? Alright, that's cool. T-30-45 getting a great shot, which, again, shots are powerful, but for whatever reason, I just have a tendency to miss. And it sucks when it's like you just need to do that one shot and it just won't hit. And you're like, oh, come on. Alright, so let's see. We got support guns opening fire upon the British units over here, falling back. Oh, 3-star mortar. Not bad. Not bad at all. Anyway, Sudan just rolling on in like, hey, can we hit that Katusha? Maybe. You just lost the Sudan though. Stuka coming down. Oh, I think he got the shot off. Might be able to kill it. It's going to be close. It's going to be really fucking close. Nope. Katusha made it. Although, again, he just lost a lot of men. Though, alright, sure, why not? Let's just make sure he's dead by throwing a satchel on him. Right. Anyway, Churchill moving on in. Finally, some, better armor. Allies still, I'm sorry, Axis have a ton of manpower. What the fuck happened to that plane? Holy mackerel. Watch out for that. Hit a soldier in the head. He's going down for good. But in any case, yeah, Allies, though, not out of the woods yet. Still have a lot of manpower. The Axis, again, too. It's just, like, look at, I mean, this guy's a lot floating, so I feel like the issue is just the Axis are doing a way better job at just capturing points and just holding on to them. I mean, the Allies are certainly definitely getting hits. They just need, how do I put this nicely? They just need to actually hold on to the territory. Like, all of this. Like, why don't you have an MG in this building to stop infantry from coming up? Or, yeah, mines or, I don't know, something, anything to hold back the Sudan that keeps coming through. That Churchill's about to get wrecked from the Pak-43. So, we'll see how that goes. There is smoke coming down, so it can't fire. Oh, never mind. It's like, fuck it. I'm just going to either direct fire or use other units as recon. Here comes the Stuka. And, yeah, that's why you don't blow up your units. Pak-43 still in range. Fire right up the gut. And there it goes. Even with the Churchill's armor, it can't stand up to a Pak-43. Sector artillery coming down in the sector, so that's going to hurt a lot of the Allied forces. Although maybe, some unfortunate friendly fire. Danger close on some Axis units, which could cause some issues. 4-star Stuka, by the way. Damn. Oh, wait. Wait, what? This one is Vet 2 and 51 kills. This one is Vet 4 and 49 kills. Why? It just makes sense. Until it doesn't. Anyway, again, I feel like a good push also on right. Like, I know they kind of blocked this area up, but maybe you kind of need to start putting pressure on this guy. I mean, Diva, we look at over his man, like, he's losing a lot more men just trying to help take mid than anywhere else. I mean, to be fair, his teammate literally is doing this bullshit, so, yeah, and also this isn't working. Like I'm just gonna be 100% honest. Like, him doing a mass spam of it, not as effective as, having frontline infantry. So, yeah, he's not doing great. But the Allies could be doing way better. Anyway, grenade going out. This guy should, yep, that guy should survive because he's outside the range. You also, when you throw grenades, stuff like that, you have to keep an eye on, like, the infantry. Because the infantry are not in the radius of the grenade. Again, you're not going to get a squad wipe. So, again, you have to kind of see the terrain and kind of the environment and anticipate and be like, okay, this grenade's going to do better because he's all clumped up and he's not really moving, so that will be a perfect hit. Now then, what do we got over here? We got a Jackson T-70. We got a oh my god. This guy's like, you know what? The Pumas didn't work. Pumas didn't work. So what are we going to do? Let's just get a triple Panther threat and just charge on in. And we'll disguise it as a bunch of random units charging in so we can find a target to really launch that grand old assault. Anyway, Panzer IV also now moving in. Maybe to lure in some stuff? I'm not entirely sure. I know that the Allies don't have nearly... Well, yeah, I'll probably say they don't have enough men. Because if he has a bar, he doesn't have PTRS rifle, so he can't satchel. So all this armor doesn't have to worry about a satchel being thrown on this unit. They might see the Penal and retreat, but that would be a stupid move to really worry about it. Bazooka team's moving on in. Stuka, though, coming on in. Good hit, actually, hurting it a little bit. Oh, that's Stuka damaging the Jackson. Panther's moving on in. Great shot. Wow, just a perfect... Oh my god, and there's nothing stopping them from going down Main Street. Yep, here come the Axis, just pushing on through. This was a great exploit. Nothing stopping them. Okay, this guy's PTR's rifle, so... You throw it on the Puma? Really? Anyway, they managed to kill the Katusha, or at least decrew it. All the units over here. Again, no mines being placed, even though this guy has 700 munitions. Guys, remember, mines are your friends. Mines are your friends. We have a Pershing being deployed, but we have like 3 Panthers, so even that thing's gonna have trouble. Nice job killing one of the Sextons. Again, exploiting that breach. And while the allies are in disarray and trying to cover the front, it's just not gonna work. Pershing moving on in. Should kill the Puma. Good kill. Very good kill. Panthers retreating. Wow, really? Katusha might kill. This is revenge. Holy crap. So close to killing multiple. So very close. And the allies. Not a lot of points left. Not a lot of points left. They need to start capturing territory. Do I think they're going to do that? No. I don't think so. Reason is just simply because of the fact that they've not, I mean, sometimes they've coordinated, but I feel like the Axis have done a better job of it. And also, just to kind of put in perspective, the Axis have, even though they, don't get me wrong, this guy's an idiot. The other team members are at least decent in holding the line, while the Allies, I don't know, they keep losing a lot of stuff to really dumb moves, and that's just costing them, like, resources. And, like, this guy is doing a dumb move right now. He's going to lose a lot of Panzerwerfers because of it. I'm, like, trying to... Yeah, I don't know where the fuck you hit, but you definitely missed target. And now that... Yeah, say goodbye to all your Panzerwerfers. Like, under any other circumstance, the Allies should be winning, because this guy's worse than an AI. But again, he moved up to Pershing, right where the Pack 43 was, then moving over to the right to flank it and kill all that stuff, so it's outside the range. So again, that kind of just shows you, okay, smart move killing the Panzerwerfer, but you kind of don't have the common sense to remember the fact that there was a Pack 43 guarding there, so your unit's probably going to die. Anyway, I'll also give credit the fact that they are at least, this guy, Zis, is pretty much preoccupied on the far left. Been unable to push, though. Again, where, like, haven't you been trying to get a King Tiger like this entire time? Or like any Panther or something? You really haven't gotten anything. Nice job using, again, was it for the Valiant Assault for the fatherland. Essentially, that's what this is. It's for the motherland, but the fatherland. But no, capturing that territory, trying to get the fuel back. Good Stuka hit, killing some infantry. Decapping the point of Rangers, not a bad idea. You can also probably use smoke. Again, we can see here these off-map smoke barrages right there. There you go. Panthers moving on in. Really nothing stopping them. Taking out the cash. Say goodbye to the 2-star Katusha. I knew thee well. And yeah, that's pretty much game. I mean, there's really not much else they can do. Yeah, they surrendered, and I would too. There was just nothing else they could really do. Overall, I would say Bach, Zis, and Diva did really good, though. Zis and Windbreaker, even though Zis had a lot of units, he never broke. He kept, you know, losing units on that side, which kind of shows his casualties. And Windbreaker was just like, I don't even know what the fuck. So Bach and Diva were the 2 highlights of this game. Anyway, on the the Allied side, we didn't really see, again, it's kind of more clustered, though. Again, we have Fanta doing Baron damage and kills, and he was once again doing a great job holding here. Again, we can see Soviet play over here, which is once again a dumb move to have 2 players hold back 1 and then only 2 players in mid, because that's where they got exploited, because again, the Panthers were like, oh, there's only how many guys here? Oh, we could easily break them. So again, kind of focus your efforts on like where the enemy is stronger, or at least make sure that that your teammates can hold if you're gonna redistribute. But you never really broke over here, so I really don't know why you kept focusing over here. But hey, technically in mid, it was just the yellow guy really wasn't much of a factor. In all honesty, he really did. Wind was not great. Like, he was seriously not. I mean, I think his Panzerwerfer mass suicide that he did was kind of showing his skill. But even with that, Bach and Diva did a great job at pushing on right, while Zis did a good job at least keeping this area at least under an area of conflict for the Allies, so they couldn't just leave it. Because when that was the case and the allies were focusing all on mid, that's where the Axis were starting to be pushed back. But then when they had to redistribute men, they started gaining more ground. Also, allies, don't leave this area unprotected. Like, seriously, that's a really dumb move on your part. But yeah, like, again, a lot of guys had a lot of manpower stored up because, again, they were doing pretty damn well. But then other players, again, it's like, yeah, a lot of manpower, but why do you not pop cap? Like, seriously. But in any case, that's game. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe. I think there's about to be there is a YouTube purge happening. So, hey, help me get the 10K on subscribers. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. But in any case, it's been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Rifle, JP Val, JustThomasPlays, jrchicklis, Streakingwookie, Matthew Leppen, Milam, Onlyplayapples, WhiteHotD, sgtMcPain, Ollie, Delta, Joey, Ace, Jordan Savat, RASpawn, Nathan Angus, Aaron Yee, Tim, and of course, Leo Lou. Thank you all for your amazing support, and I'll see you all next time.